What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. It's Friday with Ryan and Jay. That's it. Nobody else. No other guests required. No other cameos needed. No random fucking pop-ins from Jeremy on StreamYard with a bad mic. It's just us today. What's up, Jay?
What's up, man? It's been too long. I'm sure Ryan was super excited to see this on the schedule.
Yeah, I'm always happy. Every daily with Jay is just such a extraordinary experience and adds a lot to my life.
That's right.
So I'm always down for that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm fucking miserable right now. I'm hot as fuck. It's 81 degrees. That's why my lighting probably looks a little different because none of my lights are on. I've got like weird shadows on me because I'm trying to keep it like I should turn these things off too, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I don't remember the app that I'm supposed to use to actually turn them off.
Do they stay on all the time?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
Normally it's fine because I have air conditioning, but I don't have AC right now, and I'm dying. I'm literally fucking dying.
August, your AC breaks in August of all times.
August is such a dog shit month. Like it really is. Fuck August. It was stupid when we were kids. It's stupid now. Having to go back to school, hot as balls, 31 days in this stupid month. August sucks. August is literal trash.
I don't like it either. Even though it's my birthday month, but still. You're right. Got to go back to school. Actually, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to everyone going back to school. So things, maybe some visitors will leave Central Florida. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, as someone that goes to the theme parks all the time, you're probably happy with, you'd probably be happy if less people, less kids were at the theme park. So you could just be there and not have to worry about it.
I went to Icon Park yesterday and dabbled at Universal. I don't know if you've ever been to Icon Park. That's where that
fat kid died, right?
Fell out of a ride. Yeah. And
R.I.P.
I don't even know what. Like, I tried to find that spot, but I can't. I think they just put a coffee shop over it. So
they couldn't wash the blood off the sidewalk. So they just built something there.
Built something over it. Yeah, and it was pretty warm. They have an amazing They got an amazing Pirates Cove mini golf that I wanted to check out. So that made my day. But it was a little warm. There were a lot of little rascals running around, not knowing how to play, just kicking balls, and just stomping through everyone's line when they had to leave and get water or soda pop to come back to mom and dad. So I was like, yeah, when does school start again here? I think it starts next week. So for Central Florida. Florida's different. Every county, it starts like they stagger it.
There's some people that are already back. There's some people that are going back next week. So
yeah, it's staggering. So then I wanted to check the wait times over at Universal. I think people are they've had enough of theme parks this summer. So it was kind of slow.
It was fucking hot yesterday. It was like 110, 115 with the heat index, somewhere around there, at a period of time. So that's no fucking fun at all. Just makes theme parks even worse. It's bad enough that you have to be like sweaty and like in the sun and all this shit. But then you're like, let me get some relief. Let me stand in a line and finally get inside and get some like air. And of course, you're standing next to some sweaty, disgusting hog that smells like shit. And you're like, God, like these people have no fucking shame. They just come here. Travelers just come here. I'm just going to smell like shit because I'm going to go back to my dumbass country or dumbass state and no one's going to know anything about it. God, it's awful.
It's pretty rough some days, yeah. Pretty rough.
But speaking of theme parks, Jay, you were sharing me like this morning Disney's brand new ride already fucked up again. Is that thing ever not fucked up?
I don't think we've had an official full day of operations with Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It's just constantly breaking down, and then when it's open, they don't want people to go into the regular line. They want you to do, I don't know if you've ever experienced the virtual queue lines, which just make things worse, honestly. But yeah, there it is right there. This was posted this morning. It's closed again. What did it take? Like 2 years in the making. And when the Splash Mountain ride was there, it had its issues every now and then. It was an old ride, but at least it ran. Some of the animatronics were kind of limped over, but at least it ran. This,
Yeah, I think that's like the double, like, that's the double whammy when it comes to what they did. When it comes to the ride, like a historic ride, one that so many people loved and had nostalgia for, you close that and replace it with this, which people already had a problem with it, especially the motivations behind why they closed it,
yeah,
only to then replace it with something that people weren't interested in that is not working at all.
it doesn't work. There were some reports I was trying to find this morning. I don't know. It looks like it might have been deleted where people were like they paid a lot of money to come and ride that ride only for it to be broke down for 3 days, and they were trying to get their money back. So I don't know if that was true. It's just things that you find on the internet. I think it's pretty funny. Because they advertise it. Come ride the new ride. It's wide open, man, for summer. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We got new hit songs. You're gonna love it. Wake up at you got this is how you get on this ride, Ryan. And I know this is something that you're looking forward to one day. Being very sarcastic.
At Disney, probably not.
You
Yeah.
got to get up at 6:30 in the morning on your vacation. Open up your phone app. And then once it rolls around, and you got to register. And then once it rolls around to 7 a.m., you got to like push this queue button over and over until they go, "Hey, congratulations. You made the virtual queue. You did it." And then they tell you what time to show up. Now,
Show up at 1:30. Okay, well, I'll plan my day around that, and then it breaks down, right?
yeah, and then you've messed up. The other thing too is if you're there with family and they're not all linked together with your app, which could be freaking annoying, they might not even get to go on it. So, and then if you God help you, if you had to go talk to somebody to say, "Hey, my family and my children, they didn't get in the virtual queue line, but I did. Can you help us out?" No, sorry, we can't. That's just how it is. So it's a wonderful experience, and no wonder Bob Iger yesterday, was it yesterday during the earnings call or
2 days ago,
whatever?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, where he was like, "I think we're gonna have some problems with the theme parks, everyone. The numbers are gonna go down. So we just want all you investors to be prepared for that. The only thing that really makes us any money nowadays, people are deciding to go somewhere else." But I was asking you earlier if you saw, like, look at this. This is actually you enjoyed did you enjoy How to Train Your Dragon when you watched it?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. So like Universal's actually people have been like recording this and wondering like what kind of UFO is happening over Orlando. They're actually they're testing flying dragons for something that they're gonna do over
Wait,
there.
are these just gonna be like drones that are basically like flying around like above people while this is going on? Like, do you think that's what it is?
I think it's for a show. I think they're gonna
Okay.
have a How to Train Your Dragon show, and this is gonna be like like one of the big finales. Because they've been teasing that they've finally like cracked the code to get like not a drone, but like yeah, I mean it's obviously a drone, but I'm thinking more of like the drone light show where they like put thousands of drones in the sky with little light bulbs to make it
Mhm.
look like something. Yeah, they're actually making some kind of flying aircraft. I mean, it'd be horrible if that thing like crashes on people, but
Depends who it falls on, I
we'll see.
suppose.
We'll see. But yeah, I think they're going all out, man. They're going all out. I think they see the market that no one's going to the other guy,
I mean,
and
Epic Universe is gonna be crazy when it happens. Like, I just wonder like what I just wonder what it's going to look like from a pricing perspective and how that's gonna affect like annual passes and everything like that.
it wouldn't surprise me if they charged $200 to get in, like a ticket. It wouldn't shock me. So as big as that place is going to be,
Yeah, I mean,
I want to go
which
to the
I just
Vampire
wanna know how it's gonna
Steakhouse.
affect my annual pass, like, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they haven't released anything yet, so time will tell.
Time will tell. All right, let's get to some of these super chats. Gohan creates Prometheus Creations. Relative is here starting on The Room. He'll be working on it mainly tomorrow the entire day. We'll upload pictures of the finished room when it's done. I'll be working on stuff very soon for the fans. Well, thank you, Gohan
Got
Creates.
someone tearing up your whole office, huh? Setting it all up. Interesting.
I guess. I don't exactly know, but it sounds like it. John, Jeremy is big gay. Thanks to the peeps for donating these memberships I can grift off of. Thanks, John.
Pretty
GJJ,
big.
member for 29 months. Doesn't say shit, but thank you. Dom with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Dom.
Hey, Dom, I got to tell you, last night in my gaming stream, MCU fan, your brother, just totally threw you under the bus for like a good hour. Just letting you know. I thought I should be the one to tell you.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday.
You know, you loved that movie, didn't you? Euro Trip. That movie was awesome. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in our car every Sunday.
In my van.
Or in my van, yeah. That's it.
Pokey for 5. Ryan's AC is actually fine. He's having hot flashes. I am typically just like fucking hot. Like I usually just run hot in general, not just like my temper, but in general, I'm just usually fucking warm. So I like to keep my shit cold, but this is pretty fucking brutal. Pre-dawn course for 5. Ryan's AC is out. He's going to move in with Beardo till it's fixed. Rather die.
Man, when it's hot in Florida, even when you turn a fan on, it doesn't help. It's like
I've got a ceiling fan right here.
An air dry, like a blow dryer right in your face of hot, sweaty air.
Pretty much.
Heavy humidity just, oh, man.
The Raven and Writing Desk, member for 7 months, have either you seen God Bless America 2011? If so, any thoughts? Is a movie called God Bless America?
I have never even heard of it.
I'll look it up and see if I can if I recognize. No, I don't think I've ever seen that. Can't say I have.
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting though. But no, I've never seen it. Eric Guidewall for 10. I agree with Jay and Ryan. August was always a bad month. Had to go to school on my birthday.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so summer kind of blows. Do-rag Bob Iger for $2. Hey, Holmes. I call it Tiana's swamp ass.
Pretty much.
Thanks, Do-rag.
Pretty much.
Hail and I mean Rigas 199. Oh, and Jeremy's gay. Yes.
Jeremy's gay. Yeah. Pretty much.
B grows for 5. Ryan, get your ass to Home Depot, get a portable AC. We should still have a bunch in every store. I don't know if I like. The thing is, do I really want to fucking spend the money on that when my AC goes out like twice a year or something and it takes like a day to fix? I don't know.
What do those things run anyway? Like a few $100s, right?
I don't know. Let's look.
Yeah, you get a portable AC. That's the one thing that they get people in Florida. It's like get a portable AC. Everybody freaks out, you know. Not Ryan. I'm just saying other people. Ryan's not born in Florida. People freak out. They go and they buy these portable ACs. $300 to $500. People are saying $300 to $600.
Yeah, I'm looking at like 300, 350.
And it sits in their garage, and they hardly ever use it. The other thing too is people freak out and make sure they have like these ultra generators, you know, because you know when hurricane season comes, you'll be out of power for 3 months, so you better have it. People go out of their way and buy that.
I will say like that is more like legit. If like that's like disaster prep, right? Like if something bad does happen, you're out of fucking electricity for potentially a couple days, which we've seen. Now, Central Florida, Orlando, I don't know if I've ever seen.
That's where I'm at. Like
that happening.
Little generators will work just fine. They will take care of everything that you need to take care of.
Yeah.
All right. I agree. I guess I didn't say it. What I'm saying are these massive generators that take up a room. These people that they go out and they do these infomercials here in Florida where they're just like, the day is coming when the big one's about to hit and you will be out of power for months on end, you know, and they go out and they buy this massive generator that just sits and they never turn it on. So.
Yeah, the hurricane that went through Houston like a month ago or whatever. There were some people that are out of power for like a week there. That would be fucking brutal.
I was without, I think in Fort Lauderdale, the one hurricane was out 2 weeks. We had a little generator, did everything. It was fine.
All right, where were we? Let's see. Over on Rumble, isn't Jamie Curtis in her 70s trying to play a role of a 25-year-old in the Borderlands movie? You got a couple people that are much older than the people that they're supposed to be. Specifically, Cate Blanchett is like 55, and I mean, I like Cate Blanchett as an actress, but the character she's playing is supposed to be like in her 20s, like in the game. So it's like, does it really make sense? I guess we can talk about that. I wanted to pull up that one tweet you sent me before, Jay, before we get into the Borderlands stuff. Because one person was able to keep it from being a 0. One singular person, which is kind of funny. We don't have numbers for Borderlands opening day yet, but we do have a Rotten Tomatoes score for Borderlands. Now, we've seen a rush of people trying to make video game adaptations over the last couple of years, some with better success than others, but it was only a matter of time before now every video game franchise that has fans potentially gets pillaged by Hollywood. And for Borderlands, didn't get out to too hot of a start, at least with the critics.
Jeez.
The Borderlands movie debuts with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, it started off at a 0%. Now it has climbed back, Jay. It's making a big recovery. It's at 6%. Now the audience score doesn't look too great either. It'd be one thing, right, if it was like 6% critics and 100% audience score with a ton of reviews that are coming in. 48% from the people who decided they would take a chance on this thing anyway. Not all that great, but there was one person who broke that 0%. She was very proud of it. Every single critic who was watching it saying it sucks, except Grace Randolph. It was me. It was me. From 0% to 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. Whatever, man. I had a good time. Pretty crazy to sit your review to post at 3 a.m. and discover you're the only person that liked it. I never played the game, to be fair. Yes, and she does start off with that caveat right there. I never played the games, but I got a kick out of a Blanchett starring in a movie like this and doing a great job. I do wish the script had been adjusted a bit to accommodate her age. Blanchett fans will enjoy this. Not sure about any time else. All the rest of them are just brutalizing it. Let's see some of these, should we?
Oh, man.
Let's get to some of that. And this is just the critics, right? So I take critic scores with a grain of salt, but especially when it seems like the core audience themselves, the fans that supposedly this is made for, are saying, who the fuck decided to make this? This isn't representative of the game at all. What a crazy thing to do. Probably not going to be great. Even ignoring the failure of adaptation, this is pretty dreary stuff. Blanchett finds herself in probably the worst film of her career. However, she's the only one who can salvage even a speck of integrity in this vapid wasteland of a movie.
Wow.
It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. The action not compelling, the comic timing way off. There's little chemistry among his merry band. Makes the stakes feel low. Surprises are few. Meaningful transitions from one setup to the next don't exist. The special effects are not great. How is that a 2? That sounds like a 1 to me.
Yeah, they're trying. Oh, we got one lady here with glasses, Maria, with a tomato.
Borderlands probably won't be remembered as a great video game adaptation, but there's a lot of fun to be had with it. One of the few positive reviews.
There's a lot of fun to be had. Yeah, if you want to spend a lot of money going to the theater, sitting next to people that you probably don't like in Ryan's case, that probably smell because they live in Florida because it's hot. Let's go have a lot of fun to be had, and give it a 3 out of 5. Extra generous on that one.
Like, virtually everyone is just slamming this pile of shit. And this is what happens if you take something and you're adapting something. You're doing it because it has a built-in fan base. Those are the very first people you should try to cater to, that built-in fan base that are the reason you purchased the rights to this thing. And it seems like that's not usually what ends up happening. Who knows what the numbers are actually going to look like, because I don't think officially box office numbers have been released for opening weekend, but looks like we might have another catastrophe on our hands. Avi Offer, I don't know about that profile picture, bro. I think a better one. It's
hey,
loud
it's Christopher
and annoying.
Lloyd.
Jack Black's robot Claptrap is the most annoying space character since Jar Jar. Jeez. Borderlands borders on awful.
Wow.
We'll see how it plays out. We've seen movies that get, critically panned do really well at the box office and everything, but it doesn't seem like the fans of the franchise who have watched this have any hope for it either. It's not getting very positive feedback. So,
I mean, was there any? I don't know a single person that even remotely wanted to go see this film. And to be honest, I didn't really hear about it or anything for, I think, till last week. And I'm like, well, I never played the game either, so I have no idea like what it's about. But I guess that's what they're trying to say. If you didn't play the game, you might enjoy it. So they did exactly what Ryan said that they shouldn't do. They didn't cater to the fan base that it had. They decided to go off the grid. Not surprising. Hollywood tends to do that. They don't understand how things work. There probably was a decent storyline in the game that they just could have copied and pasted over, but
yeah, it's looking rough. Yeah, all audience score 35, top critics 0.
Ugh, maybe brutal. By the end of August it'll be on streaming.
Probably.
Maybe they can recoup. Maybe who put out that film? Was it
I actually don't know. Let me think.
Just wondering if it'll end up on Paramount, Disney Plus. Where will they be?
Yeah, let's see.
Netflix or Lionsgate. Someone said Lionsgate. Okay, so it's Lionsgate.
Distributed by Lionsgate. So I have
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, probably Paramount. Which, fuck. Paramount Plus, I don't know how long Paramount Plus is going to be around. Paramount just like slash 15% of their workforce. They've obviously been looking to do some damage control and shit. I've seen some people also say that this is the new worst movie of the year, beating out Madam Web. That people have finally watched something this year that's worse than Madam Web. So if so, congratulations on the crown.
You saw Madam Web, right?
Yes.
No. Oh yeah, I haven't even I don't even know where you would watch it now.
It was not great.
Yeah.
It was not great.
Yeah, when is it? It'll probably be free on YouTube pretty soon. So probably done, and they won't even care that it's getting they won't even care that it's been released. At least someone's watching it. Put it for free on YouTube for someone to watch it.
Might as well. Pre-dawn course for 5. More balance for today's show. Ryan's Ubermensch brain and Jay's Untermensch brain. Yin and yang. Gay. Figs. Jeremy's bloody seatless unicycle.
Ooh, man, come on, man. It's early. Bloody seatless.
You know why?
Yeah, it's got a nice rod up there.
Exactly. It's basically like Mac's workout bike from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If anyone's ever seen that, this is kind of what Jeremy's bike looks like. Keenan Endenu for 2. Have you seen Van Wilder? Yeah.
Keenan for 2.
Long time ago.
Yeah, Van Wilder. Ryan Reynolds' first? That wasn't his first movie, was it? It was up there.
I mean, it was certainly early in his career. Yeah. They made a reference to that in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
They call him Van Milder. Isn't that what he called Nice Deadpool or whatever? Lulu was really hoping Borderlands would be good. Just the casting alone showed it wasn't going to do the game's justice. I put 2,000 hours into the game. I'll still watch it. Happy Friday. Well, I hope that maybe everyone's just wrong, Lulu, and the movie's actually really good.
Yeah, let us know.
That would be cool.
Let us know. Did you ever play that game? You never played Borderlands, did you?
I did. I never really got into it. I played some of the first 2, but I could just never really. It was never like my thing. But I played it when they came out. Dixon my ass for 2. Gay and gayer today. Thank you, Dixon.
I got a new setup, Dixon. You didn't even notice. Thanks. Did some rearranging back there.
Is that real? Is it a green screen?
It's a real green screen.
Okay.
I did some arranging.
Russian bot for one. Thank you, Russian bot. Speaking of gay, I tweeted out that picture today.
Yeah, RG3. What the freak, man?
Like again, no one's gonna know who RG3 here is. Pretty much in the audience. He's a former.
He's the Washington Redskins. Washington.
He played for the Redskins back when they were the Redskins before they changed their names. But he's in Paris for the Olympics, and he's like, "It's always croissant o'clock in Paris," and that's his hot white wife. Cool, but bro, like, what are you doing, dude?
Who did I send you that called him a name?
Oh, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
F slur of the day. Why would you post this?
Oh,
like, you don't have to be deep throating that thing. It looks like he's cupping the balls.
I'm telling you, man.
This is going to get memed like to no end.
It'll never. Anytime he has a bad take, that's what they're going to post. Anytime he says anything.
It's gonna be anytime he's like simping for a player or something that like is not any good, it'll be this picture.
Yes, that's true. That not one person told him that was a bad idea to post that.
Bro, it's not like someone took a picture. Like, he posted this. It's croissant o'clock. It's a croissant-shaped cock. That's what's in your mouth.
Did it have someone else that had cream on the tip? Bro, come on, man.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Oh, man. That's wild.
Oh. Lewis R for 199. You guys catch the new HBO Penguin trailer? No, I haven't. I will probably watch that when it does officially like come out, but I haven't caught too many of the trailers for it.
That's not the female penguin, I'm assuming. That's
that's Colin Farrell's makeup penguin.
Right.
Yeah. MC or M can't be a U fan for 2. Jay, have you contacted your local BIPOC today?
BIPOC? Help me out. What am I missing here? I have not.
Do you know what BIPOC means? It means black or indigenous people of color.
Oh, what? It sure does.
Yeah.
What? When did that happen? When was that a thing?
For like 5 years or something. I don't know.
Really? No, I don't think I have.
I care about the black community, so I keep in touch with these types of phrases. ENH for 2. Have you heard any news about Space Marines 2? I have not. Jay?
Space Marines? There was a Space Marines? I haven't even seen the first one. Jay lives under a rock. I do, because I don't care about any of this stuff. I don't care that we got all these
BIPOC rock.
I don't care that we got these new catchphrases. I don't care that we have to be sensitive. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to wake up, have a nice cup of coffee, have a wonderful BM, and life is good. I'm happy. That's all I want. I'm a simple man with a simple plan. That's it. That's it.
You're a simple kind of man.
Simple Jack over here, man. That's it.
Love you.
You make me happy.
Daniel Live for 5. Have you guys tried butter pecan meltaways? Better than chocolate chip cookies. Jay?
The last time I had butter pecan was in an ice cream at my grandmother's house. My grandmother loved butter pecan ice cream. I don't know what it is. Hey, you boys want ice cream? Yeah, you got chocolate, you got strawberry, vanilla. No, we got butter pecan. That's the ice cream. That's it. From Blue Bonnet, I think. I don't know. So here you go. Butter pecan. That's the last time I had it. Never even know they had a cookie. Never knew they had any of that stuff. So I have not tried it.
John Geddes for $1. I work outside for a living, so now I hate summer. When fall beers start coming out, I see the end. Bring on September and oh no, Agatha comes out September 18th, my birthday.
I can't wait for that.
Happy birthday to you.
That'll be my next show review.
Two's news for 5. Jeremy should make a parody. Professional critics are review bombing Borderlands video. That's what they would say if we were doing that, right?
Pretty much.
Primal Mike for 10. Ryan, do you think we'll be able to see the cannibal in House of the Dragon? I don't know if there's enough like reason to. But maybe, that there's a potential, I suppose. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
heard
know if
that. I
it's
heard the last
important enough.
episode was a little disappointing. I haven't got to it yet.
Yeah, I think people are. There are some people with like absolutely deranged takes, like this is worse than Game of Thrones season 8. This is worse than the
I don't think
Acolyte.
anything could be that.
Y'all are fucking nonsensical with that bullshit. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a letdown from the perspective of if you thought that this was going to lead up for a big battle at the end of this season. But that we had kind of known for a while that big battle some of us had thought would be at the end of season 2 was actually going to be essentially one of the first things that's done in season 3. There was one bad scene that I thought, like one actual bad scene in the finale. But I think more so people were just disappointed they didn't get to see a big fight. But yeah, definitely a letdown. But I think some of the nonsensical bullshit that's been out there about it is quite hilarious.
We got
people actually seriously saying things like it's worse than the Acolyte. You're just retarded if you think that.
Oh man, nothing. I still think Game of Thrones that last season is the worst thing ever. I think it's worse than the Acolyte. I expect Star Wars to put out stuff like the Acolyte. That's where I'm at. So I expected that. That to me was funny. It made me every episode made me laugh. So but that last season of Game of Thrones was like, holy crap. You talk about fumble in the bag, man, or whatever you call it. That was terrible. I don't think anything could top that last season. It was terrible.
Ian, happy birthday month, Jay, with or without the G.
Thank you. Also, Rob, thank you. Ryan, thank you. Jay, you're utterly useless. All right. I take up good space.
Rattle Shark for 5. Disney confirms 3 new movies in 26 and 27. Source Screen Rant.
I think it's stuff we've already knew. It's like the Ray, Grogu, and the guy Sean Levy's film. Like those are the 3. So Star Wars film. The Ray movie, I guess, is pushing through. Hopefully that's the big win for Kathleen Kennedy that she's hoping for. Grogu and Mando. And then Sean Levy's.
Oh, I think you mean, so I think you were trying to say confirms 3 new Star Wars movies, not just 3 new movies. Because I saw that chat and I'm like,
oh yeah. That's for some reason I saw Star Wars on that.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm good. Yes, 3 new Star Wars movies in the next couple years.
The Ryan Johnson trilogy. That thing has been gone for a long time.
It's still happening. What are you talking about?
Oh, I think it's gone.
There
was a lot of people like, what about the guy who did the Indiana Jones film? He got a Star Wars movie too.
I don't think we'll see potentially. I don't think we would see that one for a while. The James Mangold one. But if it happens, I kind of think they just fucking gave him that. Be like, we're really sorry about Indiana Jones. You're like a competent director.
Here's another film franchise.
Yeah, basically. Matt for $10. Ryan, you become my favorite G&G'er. It's mostly because you're the only one with an above room temperature IQ and aren't illiterate. How is it being the only non-tard on the crew? You know what they say? 1 is the loneliest number.
Yeah.
But
join us.
I'll get through.
I know that was a shot at me, Matt. I appreciate it.
To be fair, it was a shot at everyone but me, which is ironic.
It's all good.
Speaking of Star Wars, we do have to talk about that Sean Levy movie, like you mentioned, Jay, because there's so he said something that I thought was interesting the other day. Star Wars has had a lot of failures over the past decade. That's not exactly a secret. And with the interesting news that came out the other day that Kathleen Kennedy's ready to leave Lucasfilm as soon as she actually has a success. We could be waiting a long time. We might never get rid of her if that's actually the case.
Yeah.
But Sean Levy, who is one of the guys behind Stranger Things, is the director of Deadpool and Wolverine, which is doing insane numbers at the box office. He is also supposed to be making a Star Wars movie. And he made some interesting comments the other day. I want to go to this. Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy criticizes the current state of Disney Star Wars. There's only so many times a Star Wars movie can revisit the same section of the timeline. And it's something that I've said a lot, that they desperately need to get out of the, prequel OT right after the OT era. Like because everything they're doing is just slammed in the same things with the same, cast and crew of characters. They need to do other things. And apparently Sean Levy feels the same way. He got asked this. We'll listen to his response.
Star Wars is being written, your Star Wars film. Amazing. Are you writing with actors in mind?
Wow.
The question was, are you writing with specific actors in mind? That's the question.
You're asking the right questions. Sort of, yes.
People, maybe you
please don't ask a follow-up. Okay. Please don't ask a follow-up.
Tell me this. What is Star Wars to you? Is Star Wars the Skywalkers? Is it the Force? Is it like what do you love about Star Wars?
I'll say that the experience of crafting this story has forced me to think about that question, because there's only so many times that Star Wars movies can revisit the same section of the timeline. And so it's really forced me, because I don't want to do a Star Wars movie that is redundant to others, nor am I interested in doing one that has to serve another movie. I really wanted to craft something that felt organic to me, both in tone and characters. So I think that there's certainly the Force and a connection to something bigger than our individual selves, and the way that can make us powerful. Those themes combined with visual delight and wish fulfillment, that's Star Wars to me.
Okay, we'll end with.
So there you have it. That's the little bit that we get from Sean Levy, and it's this guy right now is pretty high in terms of like his clout level, considering he is the director for Deadpool and Wolverine, which is breaking a bunch of records at the box office. He is one of the people behind the creative force of Stranger Things as well, which is one of the biggest streaming series we've ever seen. Doesn't mean he's going to make a good Star Wars movie. I personally, I think everything Disney Star Wars is going to be shit because they've completely tarnished the brand and ruined it. However, what I've been saying they need to do for a long time is to get away from the current era. Go 400 years in the future or something like that, where you're not trying to use these characters. You're not trying to prop up this character or that character or make it about this or that. You're literally just telling a story set in the Star Wars universe. To me, that's the only thing they can do right now. And it might not be appealing to people at Lucasfilm because you can't tug on those nostalgia and member berries and all that shit. But I think that's the best way for them to actually have something that could be a success.
No, we've been wanting them to do that from day one, is get away from the Skywalker timeline. And yeah, you're absolutely right. The reason why they can't is because if they think the show sucks, they're going to throw in a Yoda or a Plagueis or something like that to get it trending, get people talking about it. I do love the fact that he's like, I want to do something completely different from a time that's like not even close to what they're touching. But at the end of the day, we're still talking about Kathleen Kennedy, and no matter what he puts out, it looks like she'll have to make the final call and want whatever she wants in these films because she thinks she knows what every Star Wars fans want to see. So, or at least the people in charge. If it's not her, it's somebody else, But that's the end thing. Like, he'll go with scripts and stuff. We've seen that a million times. These directors and stuff. Like, I think Solo was like really bad. Like, they fired the guy like halfway through, and they just had to bring in someone else to kind of finish up a story that they're never going to finish. Acolyte, everyone, like the 5 people who watched the Acolyte season 1 been crying for season 2. And so Star Wars delivers. They delivered an Acolyte season 2, but not on they announced that you're getting books. You're getting books on the story, on how it all ties into everything. You're going to get new comic books. That's what they announced like last week. You're going to get the Yord Horde book with Jackie and like their adventures before they were just killed or whatever. And like you know, the big Wookiee, he's got a story in there too. So it's that's what they do. They'll put something out and like, I didn't do so well. So let's finish the story by writing a book.
I saw this comment. They officially canceled Lando just past month. So that was not a new story. I don't really know why people were talking about this. That was Justin Simeon talking about his Lando shit, which it was like a year ago that got officially like turned into something else, and that like Donald Glover and his brother are working on it. That is still in the works theoretically. The Justin Simeon shit was like old news. He just gave an interview about it, and it got like.
Well, in his interview, he was saying like how much pain he went through when they canceled the series, that he had to weep and mourn about it, and that all the stuff that he wrote and everything that was done for the Lando series, that he's like, I learned so much, I'm going to take that to my next show, except for the IP. Because I guess he did all this work and they didn't want it. And then, yeah, Donald Glover said that they're going to do a movie instead. So they're working on a film that, and the only reason we have that information is because he was doing an interview on a podcast and he mentions it in the sentence. He literally is like, yeah, well, me and my brother working on a film and that's about it. And that's it. We haven't heard anything. Nothing was announced. Nothing like that. Just whatever.
Well, no, there was like a big thing because it was. Remember, it was by an article that announced, hey, Donald Glover and his brother like taking over the Lando stuff. It's going to be a movie. So that was how Justin Simeon found out he was fired.
That's how he right.
But
I'm like, saying the Glover thing.
That's why that went down. And and then Justin Simeon was like, apparently maybe I'm too black or too gay to work for Star Wars, blah blah blah, as if that would be a fucking problem for them.
Right about
when this dumb bitch Justin Simeon was literally making a movie. He was promoting a movie for Disney at the time. He was the director of that dog shit fucking Haunted Mansion movie that just came out and flopped for them last year. Like that was him behind that. So the dude, obviously, listen, I'd be bitter too if I fucking.
He's still upset about it,
but yeah, he was like, maybe I was too gay or too black for them. Fuck off, bitch. They literally just got a black dude to replace you. And I don't think anyone's too gay for Disney at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, but still, you wonder if that movie's even going to happen. That's the thing. So the only one I think we know for sure that's going to happen is the Mandalorian movie.
I mean, I think Dave Filoni's movie will 100% happen too. The thing that I think they should have done for if you're going to make a Lando like show or series, it should have been Billy D. Williams sitting in a fucking cantina, like telling fucking stories about his past, and then as he gets into telling that story, it's Donald Glover who's like playing him and like whatever they're doing. I think that could have actually been like an okay thing, like a young Indiana Jones type of thing. But I mean, truthfully, they just shouldn't fucking.
That's what I honestly thought they were going to do with the Kenobi series. Going to be Obi-Wan sitting in a freaking cave, you know, spying on Luke, making sure he's safe, and then seeing a cup or something on the table and remembering like some old Clone Wars stuff with him and Hayden Christensen. You know what I mean? Like that's what I thought. I thought that would have been better. I mean, it would have been better than what we had. So they could have been in their battle armor for the whole time and done some missions that just didn't interfere with anything. But no, they had to bring in Reva and all that stuff.
Like I could just see like Lando just sitting there sipping on an ale or whatever, sipping on some Wyron's Reserve whiskey, and like some like young fucking thinks they're a hotshot pilot or whatever comes in and starts, you know, it like says something stupid, is about to do something stupid, and Lando's like, I'd think about that twice if I were you, kid.
Yeah.
And you're like, what do you know, old man?
Yeah,
He's like, let me tell you something, kid. And like gets into a story about when he was in a similar space and what happened, what he learned from it. Like you get to see it play out. I think that would have been okay. I think they could have done that. But
gee, a great idea.
What do I know? And also because Billy D. Williams can't really walk anymore. So
right. He's got to have a Colt 45.
That would be funny, actually. All right, D23 Fortnite experience is tomorrow night. Are you going to tune in, Jay?
That is that's where you could watch the D23 from the Fortnite game, I believe. I don't think so.
Zach Updegraff for 2. Don't studios pay/have test viewers? 199 IDOTs. Some people do it different ways. In terms of screeners, some people just do like family members and stuff to come in and give it an idea of what it is instead of an actual like public type of screening. Just depends. The Real Smile Bit for 10. Oh my gosh. Deadline saying Borderlands did 1.32 million on Thursday. It Ends With Us did 7 million. That is fucking rough. That is rough. If that's what the actual number is.
Let me see.
That's bad. Borderlands movie budget.
No way.
Yeah. If that movie, if the budget for that thing is 125 million, like they're saying, that is going to lose a fuck ton of money. If obviously it plays out like that opening day did.
Oof.
Please make Beardo take an IQ test. I'll pay for it. Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse. Ken Canliff from Connecticut for $2.99. Grace Randolph looks like my 13% charged AI sex bot. You need to plug that shit in, bro. Golden Nuggets for 10. Finally out of the hospital after a week and finally super chat. Got a few weeks of pain and discomfort. No normal pooping just yet, Jay, but glad to be back. Hail, guys. Hey, I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing better.
Joey Fouds for 2. Please don't let Ian on FNT. His brains are scrambled. Thank you, Joey.
Who's Ian?
I think it means Ian in Crossland. I was just on the podcast with him and Luke and stuff like that. So I think that's why that came up.
Yeah, how was that experience?
It was cool. It was fun. I had a good time. We talked about a lot of stuff I don't normally get to talk about, which was cool. The
studio setup was neat.
It was good. It was like in the living room area, and it just worked perfectly for what they had. So I had a good time. I'll probably go on again.
That's awesome.
Luke, I see Jeremy taught RG3 how to eat a croissant. Dom for 5. Yeah, Jay, just saw the clip with him last night. My gifted memberships aren't associated with him. Cheap fuck.
Thanks for clearing that up, Dom.
Slagloss for 2. So win Jake the Vikings next guest spot. Oof. Don't know. Ken Caniff from Connecticut for 2. I'm gonna Photoshop my cock on that croissant.
Oh my god, dude.
Golden Nuggets for 2. Kamala makes me happy. Chris Bolts, RG3. It suck a Frenchman's D here in Paris. Thank you, Chris. Gabriel Knight, Hayden Harris, and Tim Awalls, 2024. You fuck that? You changed your name. It used to be you fuck that bish. For 5. You know how many idiots on TikTok? My channel, you suck dat ting. I made up a fake headline about Trump and they believe it. A lot of idiots on TikTok. Demogeni for 2. What's up, Demogeni? I love my butter pecan Ricans. I mean BP ice cream. There you go. I like butter pecan. Maddening for 5. Have a good weekend, gentlemen. Try if I cool down. Ray won't be happening because Daisy has Graves' disease unless they recast her. I think she'll be perfectly fine to still. She didn't announce she's retiring. It's just like a thing that people have to deal with. I don't think that was her coming out and saying I'm retiring from acting. That was just her letting people know what she's going through.
Was that in that article where she like showed her butt in those photos?
I don't know. I mean, I was happy with. That's the only thing I saw from that was that photo shoot. I didn't actually read.
Like, guys, I'm really sick. Man, sorry, but here, take a look at my butt.
Well, it's like as long as you're aware of it and you're able to
manage,
take ways to control it, especially like the different hormones that are being produced and stuff like that. I think she's going to be perfectly fine, guys. Vermithor for $20. I do not think we'll see Grey Ghost or Mourning. We may see Cannibal in season 4 saluting a certain character if they stick to the book, which sucks because I love the art they have of Cannibal. Happy Friday, boys. That's kind of what I mean. Like, you might see one little thing like that, but it would be kind of weird to just have that happen. I don't know if they're going to go that far in season 4 either. I don't know if there's any reason to, because I don't really know where they're going to end the story. Jason Yankovic for 5. I had a lot more fun watching people make fun of the Acolyte versus covering House of the Dragon. So does that mean Acolyte's better than Hot D? You might have more fun watching something get roasted. That's true.
Yeah.
Just
because he couldn't believe, like, every week just got worse and worse. I can't believe it. That whole show, man. Like, I know Headland went in there fully thinking. Well, I mean, they had to sign off on it, so fully thinking that season 2. I guess if Kathleen Kennedy cried when she saw the script, they thought for sure this will be probably 4 seasons easy. Then the numbers came out and everything came out, and now it's like, well, here's a book. Here's a book, guys. That'll hold you over. But who knows? The big Lucasfilm D23 is happening tonight at, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock. They're going to make some announcements. So maybe we'll get that Acolyte season 2 announcement. Maybe.
Lord of the Ree is a T-Mobile customer. They give us different deals every week. This week's deal was $5 tickets to see Borderlands. I played the first 2 games and loved them. Not paying to see this trash. Two's News for $1. Salty Nerd Podcast Studios got broken into and had equipment stolen again.
Yeah. And then one of them posted the camera footage from outside the building. So,
well, I hope.
Yeah, dude. Someone, like, if you go to Salty Nerd and you see what they did, they tunneled through the walls. Like, there's pictures of them. Like, it's freaking crazy, man. Like, what they did this time.
At least they got the security stuff and everything. So
yeah. They got all those. Like,
we've been there. It's a nice studio. What they've got going on.
Look at this. Hold on, let me pull this up. It'll only take a second, but this is what this is from Salty Nerd Podcast. But yeah, it like came through the walls.
What the fuck? So they break into like a different room and then like go in there?
I don't know. That's
they left
crazy,
the mics.
Man. Yeah, you know, I don't know what they I don't know exactly.
Took all the computers and the phones and cameras and stuff.
That's pretty wild.
Let's see. Old Renaissance Boomer for 5. Melanie Mack read some dude don't list, and one of the dues was something about retweeting content of a BIPOC each day. She asked you after you gifted 5.
And I didn't understand it then. So
Health Minister of Belgium for 199. I will eat all the Star Wars.
I bet you will.
I looked everywhere for that pecan resist Ben and Jerry's ice cream, but never found one. It's so hilariously cringe. Butter pecan resist, Jay?
Did I say that? I probably
no.
did.
It's like an activist butter pecan. Like Ben and Jerry's always does like activist fucking shit. So, the Wolf from Heart for 199. It's the weekend. # rescue Dave Filoni's dog. He's done.
If he ain't rescued by now, there's probably no hope. That's all.
I guess we have here. We do have the video from the Salty Nerd peeps. Let's see. Share screen. Our studio is Rod. We have it all on video. Let's go check the other door. They cased the front of the studio. Oh, they fucked up the cameras. But they didn't get the backup camera. They like literally like plan this out.
Yeah.
Takes them 30 minutes to break through the wall.
It's them.
That's them hitting the Grab some stuff. Let's go for the chips.
The computer monitors, bro. All this to get fucking like computer monitors. Like, holy shit. They took a Coke.
Yeah. They stole some chips.
Listen to the fucking music.
Matt Gatish, but
Fucking Gatish. Love the fucking music. Holy shit. What we've seen was wrong, but you can help.
Look at that.
Bum, 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 bum.
Probably needed
Look at this guy.
another pack of smokes. You know, they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap.
Well, help them get just because that is bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
despite the fact that they did get scared off, this big, massive fucking hole, equipment that's stolen, that's bullshit. It really is. So, sorry to hear about that for
Yeah,
sure.
that freaking sucks. Second time.
Yeah, that time seemed like they knew when the cleaning crew was going to be there and all this shit, which is crazy.
Monitors. What do you get for a used monitor?
I don't know. I've got some if you want to buy some. Vermithor for 5. The year is 2077. Robot Head KK still waiting for a win. Jay's going to Epcot October 24th. Hope you're in the area, brother. Oh, Jay going to Epcot October 24th.
27-7 Robot Head. October 24th. Man, I think I might be in San Antonio. It's a big San Antonio get together. Yeah, I will be in San Antonio with FNT, some of the Geeks and Gamers, Ripaverse, Star Wars Theory, Gina, all at the Space Con. It's gonna be a big thing.
Eric K. Gay guy's voice slightly hoarse from gagging. Boba Fett, Henry Cavill as Aegon the Conqueror. Honestly, I mean, I think that Henry Cavill would do great in kind of any role they put him in that type of fantasy setting. But Aegon the Conqueror was like in his early to mid 20s when all that went down. So I don't know if that's the right casting. But who knows? Go on, create. As long as KK's still the CEO of Lucasfilm, Star Wars is dead. Even after that, too. She's not CEO, she's president, by the way. But things aren't going to change when she leaves. People have this idea that she is the one, like she's super hands-on. She's fucking not. She hires people to make shit. That's what she does. She hires people to make the projects that they pitch to her or whatever. But for all these people that have this idea that she's in there being like, well, this line of the script doesn't work. You have to say this. It's not fucking happening. Demogeny for 2. 100% Lucasfilm needs to move away from George Lucas Star Wars 100 years away. I agree. Or 1,000 years. They've already destroyed it. They just have. Lady Astrid, in Jay, we trust. Cult of 3PO. Love when Ryan and Jay are on daily. Big brain energy. At least big forehead energy. Hail 199. Hail the bigot army.
I don't think anyone's ever said that about me, so thank you.
Jay, when you go to Chicago?
Next weekend. Next weekend is Fan Expo. So gonna be a lot of people there too. A lot of people have been sending me a lot of restaurant recommendations. So hopefully I want to try some Chicago deep dish pizza. Is it worth it? Or
yeah, I think it's something you should experience at least.
Yeah.
They got a Giordano's here in Orlando. They got a couple of them. But that's like, if I was gonna pick like a chain, from Chicago, I'd probably pick Lou Malnati's. If you told me to pick a chain place from Chicago. I like Giordano's though.
Okay. People are like saying don't get shot. Yeah, I'm gonna tour Chicago at night like I did in Philly.
It'll be fine.
See what happens.
T1S for $20. Borderlands movie tanking is the only thing that brings me joy in life. Also, Ryan, sorry for calling you a ginger last time I super chatted, but to be fair, your reaction was amusing. Does my hair look fucking red to you? Hail 199 and Jay's butter dish.
Thank you.
Thank you for the $20. Lower lips lick it for 2. I think KK cried because she knew it was going to be shit.
Why did you approve it then?
The Singing Tigs for 2. Ryan, what podcast are we on with Ian? Can't find it. I was on with Luke from We Are Change. You can find it on YouTube or Rumble, the best political show. We did it on Wednesday, right? So, yeah, Wednesday. It was a few days ago. My face is on the thumbnail. You can't miss it. If you go to the We Are Change YouTube channel.
Sorry, I had a massive sneeze there.
AD the Demon Slayer for 5. Did y'all see Ben Stiller's bitch-ass comments on Kamala? I wish I was black.
Yeah, I wish I was black.
But anyway, happy Friday, boys. Yeah. Thank you.
Simple Jack, man. He's a simple man.
Let's see. Booty. Have you seen the signs of Graves' disease? She's going to look like a pitch meeting thumbnail come to life. I think she's going to be okay. Let's see. Marbiz for 5 posted on my Twitter that real trainers don't use legendaries, and woke players wailed at me hissing and reeing. It was glorious seeing them so triggered. Real trainers don't use legendaries. It's about Pokemon Go. Either way, thank you. And we've been going for an hour, Jay. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Guys don't have to hear from me anymore. Maybe they want to hear from Ryan another hour, but we'll see.
I don't know about that. Well, they're not going to, because once we go an hour, we are fucking done. So that's what this show is. But what do you got coming up, Jay?
That's about it. Waiting on the Skeleton Crew teaser trailer to drop tonight. So that's it. Then heading off Chicago, then Toronto, and then Achromatic Chronicles Green will be launched this month. So heck of a month.
There you go. Ryan ASMR win, never gonna happen. Eric K. Jay, careful the Nigerian men wearing MAGA hats carrying a noose at 2 a.m. in Chicago.
Oh man, that's right. I should go revisit the spot. That's what I should do. I should do a vlog of revisiting the Jesse Smollett attack area and record.
It'd probably be better than our JFK assassination video.
That video was awesome.
Where we wandered around for like 6 blocks away thinking we were in the wrong, because there's a big fucking monument like right there.
Yeah,
it's like the JFK monument. We're like, okay, where the fuck are we?
Shot out of that window? That looks nothing like the movies. And they're like, no, you guys are in the wrong. Got to go a few blocks down.
We found this crazy black dude who sold us a paper of the autopsy photos and like all this shit. We stood by the fence on the grassy knoll.
I stood in the road when there was a sign like "Don't stand in the road," but I stood there and Ryan took a couple pictures.
Yeah, that's right.
It was pretty
How could
good.
you not?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously. But all right, that's it for us. I'll see you on FNT a little bit later today, and I'll see you guys whenever I see you too. We'll be back on Monday. No idea who it's going to be. You never know. Just show up and be surprised. We will talk to all of you guys next week. Peace. Wait, Ryan, how did the episode 8 review win? Well, to be honest, I didn't do 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So I probably need to just do a recap stream at some point, which I will do, just with all the traveling and all that shit. But that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.